Hi students, good morning to all. Welcome to our class. Biology is actually a partial growth on our voice box or larynx. It is a partial growth. On larynx. Larynx means so here it is present in the throat. You will learn more about it in the 10th class. Okay, larynx. There is I will explain. Studying about the throat is called laryngology. Okay, because of that, the similar words larynx, laryngology. Studying about the throat, laryngology. I will explain later about it. Here, Adam's apple. Adam's apple is a part. Do you know? Helmet canal. So it is our voice box. It is our voice box. Adam's apple is a partial growth on the voice box or larynx. Dear students, here the larynx is made up of 9 cartilages. 9 cartilages. Do you know the cartilage? Cartilage is a type of bone, but it is not as hard as like the bones. It is a smooth bone. Okay, na? Cartilage is a smooth bone, but it is not hard as the internal bones. That means bones that present in the limbs, skull, ribs. Okay, like that, spinal cord, like that. So if you want to feel that the cartilage is present in your ears, tip of the nose, and here trachea. Okay. Okay. So the larynx is made up of 9 cartilages. Among that, which is the one of the among the 9, which one cartilage is the largest one. One cartilage is largest one. That is thyroid cartilage. One cartilage is the largest one, that is thyroid cartilage. The Adam's apple is formed due to the elongation of thyroid gland. The Adam's apple is formed due to the elongation of thyroid cartilage. Okay. So during this time, what has happened when the thyroid cartilage elongates? That means it elongates and protrudes out in front of the neck. Listen carefully. Adam's apple is formed due to the thyroid cartilage. Okay. Adam's apple is a partial growth on the voice box or larynx. Larynx is made up of 9 cartilages. Among the 9 cartilages, one is the largest cartilage called thyroid cartilage. The thyroid cartilage is responsible for the formation of Adam's apple. So the thyroid cartilage elongates and protrudes out, and protrudes out in front of the neck due to the some hormones, male hormones. It protrudes out in front of the neck due to the some hormones, male hormones. This is responsible for the Adam's apple. When the thyroid cartilage elongate means sagadu. When it elongates, the muscles which are attached to this cartilage becomes thickened and loosened. They becomes loose and thick. Okay. So when the air come out of the lungs through these cords, vocal cords. Okay, na? That means through these cords. elongated cords. This causes the sounds are vibrating. This is responsible for harsh sound in the throat. Do you understand? Dear students, you can follow your textbooks. Okay, this is there. Textbook is there. If you follow, you can clearly understand the explanation. Okay, Adam's apple is made up of thyroid cartilage. And the thyroid cartilage, one of the 9 cartilages of larynx. When this thyroid cartilage protrudes out in front of the neck because of the some male hormones, the muscles attached to this cartilage becomes thickened and loosened. Okay, when the air comes out of the lungs during the exhalation, when the air comes out of the muscles which are loosened and thickened, they cause them to vibrate. Okay, so you will learn more in the 10th class, no problem. So this causes vibration of words, or that makes the sounds which are vibrated are some harsh. Okay, so the Adam's apple is more prominent in the adults than the adolescent boys. Okay, now the persons who have the 25 to 45 years or above the years, 30 plus years, they have more prominent Adam's apple than the adolescents. After the completion of the adolescence, the voice will have the normal voice. Okay, they have the sweet voice or the normal voice. So this is one of the changes that we observed in the adolescence. Now I am going to explain another change. Up to now we discussed that increasing of height and what is responsible for this Adam's apple, changing of voice. Voice change. Here now we are going to observe another important characters are the characters or the behaviors that develops in the boys and girls during this adolescence. Okay, so wait a minute. Another important change is pimple and acne. Pimple and acne. Okay, formation of pimple and acne. Acne means muscle. Pimple and nodal. We know very well. So naturally, in the adolescents, boys and girls, they are very interested to see their faces in the mirrors frequently. They are taking more care. Okay? Naturally, these boys and girls who are in adolescence, they take care of their face by frequently seeing in the mirrors or combing their hairs. And sometimes the pimples which formed or which the pimples get formed on the face, they disturbed. The pimples disturbed them and it forms the acne. Sometimes the pimples leads the infection. So what is the reason behind the formation of pimple and acne? The glands that present in the skin, that is sweat and sebaceous glands. Sweat and sebaceous. The sweat and sebaceous glands which present in the bodies of boys and girls, they are responsible for the pimple and acne. These glands secrete that type of hormones. Okay. So these glands that secrete the type of hormones and these secretions results in the formation of these pimples. Okay, if you worried about the pimple and scratch it, it may lead to a black spot on your face. Okay, don't feel about the pimples. Okay, now. So if the pimples come, it will be removed from the face in a different methods. But don't scratch it or don't feel or worried about it. It may leads to the formation of acne and black spots on your face. And excessive functioning of the sweat and sebaceous glands will lead to develop a strange odor from the bodies of boys and girls. A strange type of odor, a type of cactus smell is developed by the body of boys and girls because of these excessive functioning of the sweat and sebaceous glands. Do you understand? Okay, the pimples are formed. So the pimples are common in the adolescence. Okay, due to the excessive functioning of the hormones, they are formed, but they will disappear from the faces in their own way. Our body has the phenomenon to remove that pimples, but if you feel worry about it and scratch it, it may lead to the formation of black spots in the on the face. Because of that, I already told you that adolescence is the stage of confusion and stress and transition. These are the some of the behaviors that we observe here. What should not we do? What should we do when we have these pimples and dags? Do you understand? Do not scratch the pimple. The first character is, or first point is, do not scratch the pimple. Wash your face with mild soap. Okay. And wash the pimples with lukewarm water. And do not worry about the pimples. Or the worriedness leads to the stress. And it helps the pimples to increase on the face more. Do you understand that? What for the first one is, do not scratch the pimple. Do not worry about it. Okay. Wash the face with mild soap and apply lukewarm water on the pimples while washing. Do not feel stress or worried about these pimples. Okay. These are some of the one of the behavior or one of the character. And another change that appear is sexual characters. Sexual characters. Dear students, we have already discussed that the adolescence age from 13 to 19 years. When the children are entered into this stage, the gametes, the organs are developed. In the boys, testes are developed. Testes and penis is developed. In girls, ovaries are developed. Okay, so in boys, testes and penis are completely developed, complete development, and ovaries also developed, and they release the ovum. In the boys, the testes are releasing the sperms. Okay, so in the boys, testes and penis are developed, and these release the sperms. In the girls, worms and uterus is developing, and they release the ovum. And also other characters that we see in this change is the facial hairs that grows on the boy's face. Facial hairs, mustache on the upper lip, beard. Okay. In girls, the waist region, below the navel, the waist region is developing and the breast is growing bigger. So these are the characters. These are known as secondary sexual characters. What are that? Secondary sexual characters. So these are secondary sexual characters. These are useful for the developing of the body organs. Okay. The organs which are useful to identify the babies after their birth, either boy or girl, they are primary sexual characters. Primary sexual characters. Okay, after the birth, whether we notice that either it is a boy or girl, those are primary sexual characters. But after that, secondary sexual characters, due to the hormones, due to the chemical elements that released in the body, they causes different types of behaviors, different types of changes. Do you understand? So, dear students, up to now we discussed that different topics about the adolescence. Okay, adolescence is the stage of stress and confusion and transition. Okay, the age gaps between the 13 to 19 years, all the children are considered as adolescents. In this stage, a lot of changes has taken internally and externally. The external changes we can appear, or we can see, they appear outside, we can see that. Because of the characters, we can notice that they are growing. They are increasing in their heights. Facial hairs are growing. The broader shoulders and wider chest, and they are becoming are growing faster in this stage. Okay, so dear students, up to now we discussed all these things. In the next class, I will explain you remaining important topic. Thank you.